Welcome to the Torah of Awakening podcast, exploring meditation and consciousness in Kabbalah and Hasidism through an integral lens. I'm your host, Rabbi Brian Yosef Schachter-Brooks. In this episode, I'll be talking about how to transcend fear so that we don't get paralyzed and instead act with clarity and wisdom. We'll explore this through the lens of the Torah reading Parshat P'kudei, Shemot, Exodus 38:21 through 40:38. We'll then move into guided meditation, Hebrew chanting based on the letter Kaf, and quiet meditation with soft piano music. If you like, you can pause the recording at that point to meditate in silence without the piano. Before we begin, please remember that if you enjoy this podcast, I'd be so grateful if you would give a like, subscribe or follow, and leave a comment. And when you're ready to go deeper, head on over to TorahofAwakening.com to become a member and join the community on Zoom for learning, chanting, and meditation 5 days a week, as well as programs for both children and adults. All at TorahofAwakening.com. And now, on with the episode. Enjoy. Here is our verse from the Parsha that we'll be looking at. Vaya'asu al shulei Hamaavir, and they made on the hem of the robe rimonei techelet, pomegranates of turquoise, ve'argaman, and purple, ve'tolaat shani, and crimson wool, mashzar, twisted. So what does this verse have to do with fear and transcendence? In the story of Jacob and Esau, when the angels returned to Jacob with the report that Esau was coming toward him with an army, it says, Vayira Yaakov, Jacob was afraid, me'od, very afraid, Vayetzer lo, and he became distressed. The Hasidic master, Rabbi Yehiel Mikhal, taught that this verse gives an instruction to each of us. Like Jacob, we too must be distressed if we are caught by fear. But how can this be true? If we're suffering with the malady of fear, why do we have to add being distressed on top of that? Isn't that the opposite of what we should do? If we have a negative emotion, shouldn't we first of all accept it and learn from it? How can there be wisdom in making ourselves more upset for being upset? To understand, we have to look at this word, yetzer, which is being translated as distressed. The word yetzer can mean distressed, but its primary meaning is drive or motivation. So the implication in the Hebrew is not merely to have another negative emotion, but rather to be motivated. In other words, don't let yourself be paralyzed by fear. Take action. Of course, this then leads to another question. In the face of fear, what kind of action should we take? There's a wonderful aphorism in Pirkei Avot that answers this question with 4 metaphors. Yehuda ben Tema Omer, Yehuda son of Tema says, Heve az kanamer, be bold as a leopard, bekal kanesher, light as an eagle, V'ratz katzvi, swift as a deer, v'gibor ka'ari, and strong as a lion, la'asot ritzon avicha sheba shemayim, to do the will of your Father in heaven. So let's look at each of these. The first, heve az kanamer, be bold as a leopard. So first we have to realize that we can do something. We must reject the false belief that we are powerless. This is one of the many gifts of meditation. Through the practice of being present with whatever arises in your experience, you cultivate the awareness that there is no feeling that can trap you. Why? Because you are always bigger than any particular experience. Because you are the field of awareness within which the experience is happening. This takes a certain boldness, some holy chutzpah, to not be seduced by powerful emotions. V'kal kanesher, light as an eagle. This is important because being Oz, bold, or brazen doesn't mean being aggressive, controlling, or imposing. It means simply being bold and knowing that you cannot be controlled by feelings. In other words, don't resist your resistance. Simply accept its presence, being the open space within which it arises. This is Kal Kanesher, light as an eagle. Veratz katzvi, swift as a deer. This one can be misleading. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to act quickly or impulsively, but rather you have to be faster than your impulses. Ordinarily, when a reactive impulse is triggered, such as fear or anger, it happens very quickly and we tend to get taken over very quickly. So on an inner level, we must be even faster to be conscious of what is happening. This takes practice, and we may fail many times, but the key is to articulate your intention to yourself over and over so that when the moment comes, you will be ready. This is the point of prayer in general, and the reason for chanting kavanot, or affirmations, as we will do shortly, to articulate to ourselves our highest intentions and build the inner infrastructure of presence so that it's there for us when we need it. But then we need more than the infrastructure for presence. We need the presence itself. This is regular meditation practice. V'gibur ka'ari, strong as a lion. Meditation is like a workout for consciousness. Through daily practice, we become gibur. We get strong. We strengthen our ability to consciously relate with whatever experience arises. Like any strengthening exercise, it can take time to bear fruit. That's why it's so important to have faith in the process and practice every day. Even if you don't notice much difference at first, the fruit will ripen. There is a hint of this in the symbolism of the decorative fruits that were placed on the hems of the priestly robes in our opening verse. The first thing it says is turquoise, techelet, which is the traditional color for part of the tzitzit, the ritual fringes that are worn to serve as a reminder of being constantly and vigilantly conscious. That is swift as a deer. Next is argaman, purple, which is the color of royalty, representing our sovereignty over our experience. Sovereignty over our experience, not being captured or controlled or manipulated by it. This is bold as a leopard. Then comes tola'at shani, crimson wool. Crimson is the color of blood, meaning the life and strength of the body, and this is strong as a lion. And finally, in the very next verse, it says, Vaya'asu fa'amone zahav tahor, and they made bells of pure gold. The bell is a symbol of awareness itself, as the sound of the bell awakens us into higher alertness. This is light as an eagle. Just as the eagle hovers and soars through the open air, so too, when we awaken to the full potential of who we are beyond our thoughts and feelings, we find that we are the open air. We are the miracle of consciousness, the effortless dwelling with the way this moment is unfolding right now. This is freedom from fear, represented by the letter Kaf, which we can achieve not by making ourselves distressed, but through transcending the fear so that we may be motivated to act with clarity and wisdom. Let's practice building the infrastructure of this transcendence right now. So this letter Kaf is also the first letter in the word Keter, which means crown, indicating the royal quality of transcending fear. We can do a physical pose to invoke this quality. thumbs together and fingers upward above the head, creating the shape of a crown. And the affirmation, I am transcending fear. I am courageous. I am courage. Chanting. I am transcending fear. I am courageous. I am courage. And you can stay in this pose for as long as you want, however is comfortable for you. As we come into the chant for the letter Kaf, Oter Yisrael b'tifara, praising the divine for this gift of tifara, which can be splendor or radiance, beauty, majesty, all qualities of transcending fear. Blessed are you, Hashem, Oter Yisrael, who crowns us, who crowns those of us who practice together. Oter Yisrael b'tifara. Oter Yisrael b'tifara. Barukh Atah Hashem, Oter Yisrael. Barukh Atah Hashem, Oter Yisrael. Letting the words vibrate in your body as we sing. Oter Yisrael b'tifara. Oter Yisrael b'tifara. Barukh Atah Hashem, Oter Yisrael. Barukh Atah Hashem, Oter Yisrael. And preparing for meditation, taking care to let your body be comfortable, alert, unencumbered, letting your hands be free, relaxed in your lap or however comfortable. Bringing forth an attitude of offering your attention to whatever manifests, to whatever is present on inner levels, on outer levels, the senses, the feelings, giving your attention to how this moment is arising, bringing your right hand to your heart, offering presence with lecha, deep breath in, lecha. Left hand to your belly, feeling awareness flowing down, filling up your belly, permeating your organs, inner light, flowing downward, down through your legs, feet, toes, rising up upper back, chest, shoulders and neck, releasing any excess tension, spilling down arms and hands and fingers, taking nice conscious breath, feeling the flow. Each breath, receiving it as a gift of life. Awareness rising up into your face, facial muscles, brain and nervous system, bringing smile to your lips, being that loving, benevolent, indwelling miracle of consciousness in the body. And affirming this indwelling presence, Na'aseh, deep breath in. To lightly touch your forehead as you turn awareness out into the space around you, enlivening your senses to receive the sounds, the shape of the space, the light, the dark, the objects, recognizing that all of it is being perceived within and arising within the field of consciousness itself. This field has no boundary, no shape, vast, bigger than any experience, and you are this vastness. V'nishma, deep breath in. V'nishma. Kissing your fingers, relaxing your hands. Ribono Shel Olam, may our practice today be blessed. May we realize and actualize this inner midah of consciousness to be free. Free to be in the presence of whatever arises, without being compelled, trapped, without making a problem out of it. Being able to be with what is, as we anchor in the tefillah, Atyahu. Atyahu. Staying alert to recognize when thoughts arise, letting them come, also letting them go, returning the mind again and again. Atyahu, Atyahu. As we come into meditation. coming back together, giving some movement to the body, taking a stretch. Oter, Yisrael, Betifara. Oter, Yisrael, Betifara. Barukh Atah Hashem, Oter Yisrael. Barukh Atah Hashem, Oter Yisrael. And closing the meditation, bringing your right hand to your heart, bringing forth this attitude of offering your attention from the heart with lecha, deep breath in, lecha, bringing your left hand to your belly, feeling awareness in the temple of the body. Naaseh, deep breath in. Naaseh. And bringing right hand to lightly touch your forehead, opening to the space around you, recognizing that the outer world of the senses and the inner world of thoughts and feelings are all arising within the one field of awareness, vast and spacious, boundless, and you are this boundlessness. V'nishma, v'nishma. Kissing your fingers, relaxing your hands, as we prepare to come back into our activities. May this quality of fearlessness, of royal transcendence, be available to us and alive within us. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru Amen. I hope you've enjoyed this learning and practice session. If you have, I'd be so grateful if you would give a like, subscribe or follow, and leave a comment. And when you're ready to go deeper, head on over to TorahOfAwakening.com to become a member and join the community on Zoom for learning, chanting, and meditation 5 days a week, as well as programs for both children and adults, all at TorahOfAwakening.com. Until next time, all blessings.